Hello guys, and welcome to Life, Love, and Gardening. I'm out in the garden today. The sun is starting to set and it's cool outside, and I decided to come out here and harvest some hibiscus flowers. So you want to wait until the hibiscus flowers are spent, or basically have bloomed and have either dried up and fallen off, and then you just come out and harvest them. So I had to kind of lay this across this other little branch here because yesterday we had a storm and the winds were really high, and we had some tornadoes start to kind of drop down, and so it blew this all over the place. So I just took it and put it off over here to the side so that it doesn't snap off, because it's really heavy because of a lot of these hibiscus flowers on here. Okay, so I'm just going to move you guys in just a little closer there, and I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm just going to place the bowl right on there like this. Okay, so right here you can just take them and pop them off with your hand. This one here is already fallen off because of the wind here. And so on the inside is a seed pod. I don't know if you can see it very well, but in there is a seed pod. Okay, that's one. And they get really big and fat and juicy once they bloom and the flower bloom falls out. Then they start to swell up the longer you leave them on here, and they kind of like close up. See, this one is really big and fat here. And so the part that you keep for tea, or to make like a jam, or like an imitation kind of cranberry sauce, would be just the petals here. So you would cut it off of this part here, and you would just peel back the petals and use just the petals. And so yesterday about the storm, my family and I, we went for a walk, and I was like, oh goodness, it looks like it's about to storm. And within about 5 minutes, the sky just kind of turned really gray and brown, and the wind picked up and blew all of our hats off. And let me show you. So right here, you see, this is the flower that has bloomed, and it has kind of died off here. And what's left inside, you can kind of see a little bit more here, is I'll just peel it back and let you see, because that's what I'm going to do anyhow. It's the seed pod on the inside. And you can keep a couple of the seed pods if you like, and it breaks off really easy if you want to kind of keep it to save seeds. And this is kind of what you're left with here, a big seed pod. And so I try to get them before they fall off and hit the ground, and the ants, you know, they love them. So, and that's pretty much what you do. Just kind of peel it off, and then you dry them, and you can put them up for tea. And it's kind of like a sweet tart kind of flavor, almost like cranberries, very similar to cranberries. When I make my tea, or my kind of a rip off of a Kool-Aid, it tastes like fruit punch Kool-Aid. It really does. There we go. Here's one right here. My bowl is gonna fall. Yep. So let me see how many are over here. See, some of the flowers have already bloomed. This one bloomed today right here, and now it's kind of closed up, and then it will just slowly start to die like this, and then they will eventually fall out, and they will just get bigger and fatter. And so I'm getting some of the ones that have been out here for a while, and they're kind of big. And so let me give you a comparison. I'm dropping everything. So this is like a big fat one right here. And this is one. Oh shoot. Let me put this in this pot here. Okay, see, so you can see the difference in how big they are. After they bloom and the flower drops out, then see how much more it swells up over the course of maybe a week or so. And that's how it gets nice and big and juicy like that. Okay, let me see if I can find a couple more. Not on this one here. And so I'm just going to be coming out here periodically getting some. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to try to do it one-handed. Left my bowl over there. This is a smaller one here. I'm still going to go ahead and pull it off here. But they're deep, kind of burgundy red color. I'm going to put my bowl. What is that? Oh, a dragonfly. Yeah, oh yeah, so the story, back to the story, I get so sidetracked. And so the sky started to turn really grayish brown, and the clouds started to move so fast. And so we started running, and we have the dog out with us too. And so I have the dog, and we started running. And it was a ways to get before we got to our house. And I stepped on something that, I stepped on like a, what was it? Like a stick or some kind of sticker briar or something. Because the sticker briars here are like, they're like brutal. They're really, really, really hard. Anyhow, and so my foot started hurting. And so I'm trying to run, but I'm kind of limping, and I'm looking for everyone, like, just get to the house. Just leave me. It was like a scene off of a movie. Like, go, save yourself, just hurry up and get to the house. I'm coming, I'm on my way. And guys, I did not think that I was going to make it. I did not think I was going to make it, but I made it before it started pouring down. But my foot was hurting so bad, and I was trying to run, and I was limping, and the dog was scared of, I don't know if he was scared or not. It's almost like he was trying to go towards all the Halloween decorations that's out and about. But it was a scary kind of thing. I think it's one of those kind of things that, you know, you dream about, like, oh goodness, I don't want to get, you know, caught in a tornado or hurricane or twister or storm or anything like that. It was one of those kind of things. I'm like, oh my goodness. In the movies, I'm the one that doesn't make it. I'm the one that's crawling on the ground, pulling myself along, and saying, go, 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 go without me. Go, save yourself. It's funny now, but in that moment, it was kind of scary. It was kind of scary. I think that's it. I don't think I'm going to get any more. I'm going to wait for some of these other ones that these flowers have kind of fallen out of to get like a little bit bigger. I'm going to wait for the ones that look like that or like this. I'm going to wait for them to get a little bit bigger, and then I'll come out and get some more, because I don't really see a whole lot more of the really big ones. But you guys know that I've been talking since the springtime about these hibiscus flowers, and they kept falling off in the spring, and I was like, oh, it's so hot. You know, in the summer it got up to like 120 degrees, and it consistently stayed up into the 3 digits And it even went for about a month and a half without any rain, any sprinkles, nothing. So it was just dry and hot, and these buds kept falling off. So when I started to see the blooms, which are typically up in the morning, they're typically open in the morning, and sometimes I can come out, you know, late in the evening like today, and they would be open, but today they're not. But this one was probably open this morning right here. Probably was open this morning. But I have a big bowl of them. See that? So I do have a big bowl of them, enough to make several cups of tea or fruit punch, Kool-Aid. If you grew up, you know, in the 80s, 70s, 80s, even 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s babies, Kool-Aid. This is what this reminds me of. So I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna take them inside. I'm going to put them in my dehydrator, or you can leave them out in the sun if you're not having any rain or heavy dew or anything like that, and just leave them out in the sun and let them kind of air dry like that for, you know, maybe a day or so, a day or two. Depends on how hot it is where you are. So people probably in Cali and Texas and Arizona, where it gets, you know, really, really hot, and even Florida where it gets really, really hot, then you could just leave them outside and let them air dry, probably, you know, for about a day. But other places maybe more like 2 or 3 days. So here we go, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. See you guys later. Bye.